Well, good morning. Welcome to Alma, Missouri, and the Missouri farm. It's mid-August. We are training the final horse of the day. We are on Inferno. It's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. It takes us pretty close to 2 hours to get all the horses ridden that we need to on a daily basis. And I think we're going to be adding 2 horses next month. If Rain and King both have offspring, which they should do, be the first horses I've reproduced in the game. Takes a long time for them to reach maturity, and I've never really done horses before. So we'll get Inferno into the stable area here. And grooming. Get them all nice and clean. Come over here by the tack and we will check and see. In no particular order. We'll check all the horses, make sure that they're at 100% for cleanliness and daily riding. And when I push the button, it seems to go quickly past the second horse, Taylor. Yep, 100% cleanliness, daily riding for all the horses. Yesterday I worked on the baling quite a bit. Got all the hay bales collected up. Still need to collect up the silage bales. And we still need to bale the straw off the wheat field. I thought I had mixed up some feed, total mix ration, but it doesn't look like it went real far. It might be the amount of cattle that we have, that they are really roaring through that stuff. I think we're at least going through 10,000 liters a day. I don't know, though. I can't be sure. So in here, see, look how the feed looks kind of low. Let's see, 33,000 liters, but that's not much for this cow barn. Yeah. Everything's okay. But I need to make more feed at some point today. And the sheep are fine. Feed's just over half. And yeah, no risk of reproduction anytime soon. Gonna have a couple of wool pallets need to run over to the spinnery and Granny's knitwear. Alright, well, it's 7 o'clock. First thing I want to do is I want to run the einkorn into town to the railroad transfer silo, so we've got it in storage, get it out of the way. I think we're going to have good weather today, so we got that baling work to do. Try and minimize that as much as possible, and then let's see. Need to get ready to put canola in the field that had been alfalfa by the end of August, is the hope. So this has 55,000 liters of the einkorn wheat in it, and this has got about maybe 10. Oh, this truck could use some work, huh? We'll take the other truck later. I've never driven this one around the bends before, so this will be interesting. The rear trailer usually follows pretty well. Does track a little bit to the inside. When I get to town, I've also got, I think, the last of the wheat for that contract to deliver to the grain sell point, so I'll add that on to the things I need to do, and then we can collect on that contract. I like this setup, looks good. All right, well, we made an extra 28,000, nearly 29 probably on that deal. So gonna meet the landowner out in front of the machinery store here, and we'll also take a look and see what's available. There's something that I think I'm gonna blow the money on right away, which is, I don't know. You know how it goes. But you know what I say? A guy can't have too many trucks. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, how much are we gonna get paid for that field? 45,959 because we did borrow equipment. Ended up costing about 10, I think. But we're sitting at 608,431. Let's check on used equipment. So that's what I was looking at. I was looking at this Mack Superliner 6x4, which is pretty much all the money we just made. Manure spreader. I think ours is pretty good though. All right, let's get this. Design. That kind of looks like all of our other trucks though, doesn't it? Let's go with design 2. Be a little patriotic. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll buy that. Easy come, easy go. And what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to replace the truck on the front of the A train, or is it a B train? Let's settle this for once and for all. It is the A train. The Super B is the other one. Okay. But what I'm thinking about doing is I'll replace the truck on the front of the A train, because this one seems to have a challenge pulling it. So let's get this out of the way. Oh, it looks sharp, huh? I do have a fleet of Mack trucks now. Quite the fleet of Mack trucks. The white stripes probably would have gone well with our other ones, so. I unhooked the wrong one. There we go. Back one's called Puppy. Pup trailer. This one looks a lot like the one next to us, but without the sleeper. All right. So, how do we get back out to the farm? Do we take the truck or do we take the... We'll take the pickup. I'll see you back out there. Alright, we're back here at the farm. One of the reasons I brought this is maybe I might could use it for the wool later on. Might be good having the nice flatbed like this. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take the rest of the wheat into town. Going to the railroad transfer center. I remember that. Okay, we're arriving back at the farm with one of our mini Mack trucks. This one needs some work, so we're going to do that quick and then we'll go hook it up to the other step deck trailer that we have. Open the doors on the building yet today. Beauty day out. Beautiful day for some farming. Don't have a lot to do really, other than mess with bales yet again. Might as well repair that since it's sitting here, and the truck was actually cheaper than the combine. Even though it arguably looked like it needed a lot more work. Alright, so we'll get this over here. I'm gonna need a bigger parking area. Got too many trucks. There's no such thing. Let's see. Telehandler. I'll need this again with the with that grab though. But I want to get my pallet forks on here to get the wool pallets. I don't know if I'll finish that other one here today already. That's what I'm anticipating happening now. Oh, the horse is wandering off. Oh yeah. So if I can find up excuses not to mess with bales, I'm gonna do it. This looks like one of them. So I'll take that head back. This will be fun to try and back into the into the Quonset. Might save it for later to do off camera so you don't have to watch it. It may not be too bad. My goodness, it's going to be horrible to watch. We'll just save it for later. Let's grab this. This is a little nicer in the F350 because it's almost like completely flat on the back. You don't have to worry about, the little thing sticks up a little, not much. Alright, so we're going to pick this up. Try and center it over the rear axle. It is wool, I don't know how heavy it is really. And then the question becomes, which is it better to put it into? I can make clothing straight from the wool, but I think it takes a little longer than making it from fabric, so. But I think we're overwhelmed with the amount of wool that we already have over there, so I think I'll probably go ahead and put one in each again, just like last time. Don't want to park here. Because I might need bales later to make Tonho trash. This should be a pretty safe place to keep it for now. Got a strap. I'll hold it. Could have got it a little forward a little more. I think it'll be okay. So we'll take this over to the spinnery. The lengths I'll go to avoid baling. This needs some work too, quite a bit. I think I might need to do a maintenance stand down. There you can see a bunch of alfalfa that I missed with the knife roller. I'll have to come and get that before we put the canola in that field. We got all that straw to bale. I think we should see all of the silage bales we have to come collect yet as we near the spinnery. Yep, seeing the first one pop into view there. Kind of snakes around the horseshoe-shaped cornfield up to the northeast. I think there's one at the other end of this. There's a couple right there, and then the rest will be up in the northeast corner. Fabric yet. How's Granny doing? So we got 2 pallets of clothing here. These sell at the high point, which I think is March or April, for like $18,000. I don't know if I should move them out of there and put them in over here or not. Put them in the carport with the telehandler. Keep them out of the way. How good a job do you think I can do? I think I'm just pushing it. Lowering the bed. I just want one of them. So I'll put into the spinnery. And the other one I'll put into grandma's. setup we got here. I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. I think I've said that before. I'll probably say it every time we come here. Pretty happy with my setup. Back to the farm and start messing with bales, I think. Can only avoid it for so long. I think if you'll indulge me for a moment, I might pull up next to the jet washer and give it a little spray. So we could have turned it off. It gets better. Let's see, spikes out. Yep. See the tips. At some point I'm gonna hit capacity on this, but I can't remember how many pieces it was that it held. Quite a few. So the reason I need to offload this, because I need this to go get the silage bales. Although maybe it might be better to bale the straw in the morning while it's still hot. Good. Pulled it out of the trigger. There we go. One more. There we go. Alright, that's offloaded. You know what? I think I might mix up a couple of mixer wagons of feed. You haven't seen me do that in quite a while, I don't think, on this map. So what I do is I got my silage bales over here. What I try to do is mix up a couple at a time, a couple mixer wagons. Because I split one straw bale between the two. So I cut the wrap off of it and I grab it. And these are heavy, so I only carry them one at a time because my weight, I don't know, it's just not quite enough to handle the weight of a couple of these. I think you saw me move 2 one time before. Since I have been cutting across here, I probably should put in something to indicate that we have been cutting across there. Oh, let's go get another one. Alright, so that should be another 30 or so for the cattle. Buy me another day or two. Get on the baler with this. Got a truck horn in this. I didn't turn this off, did I? All right, so I've got to send a worker over. I think over by the spinnery, and then I'll grab the telehandler and head over that way. have Mrs. Nebraska Jim drive that over for me. And I will go get the telehandler. I wish I had something I could drive. I left it a little far away. So I got to get the round bale grab out of the stable as well. To sort of a more hybrid loading. So I've got the bale trailer set on auto load because it's just too hard to place it with the grab because the arms get kind of in the way. I mean, in real life I imagine you could do it, but in the game it's just a little too finicky. So what I can do is I can get down overhead and then I can release it, I think, maybe. And that, yeah, it snaps into place. It works. I think I got one more. I'm gonna have to drive out a little bit here just to make sure there's not more than one up here. I think there is just one last one to get, which is good. It's almost lunchtime. I think today's a good candidate to drive into town and go to Mama Joe's. I bet there's one further out. Let me go look. We get to the grass that stops being cut. Nope, that's it. Just that one. Okay. That's good. Too much baling in this one again. Or bale handling. Can't help it. It's what needs to get done. It just depends on what time of year it is, what season, what you end up doing. Man, come on, get on there. Not perfect. Well, here, let's set it down here. Pick it up easier. Should stack them this way, honestly, but I think that's how I had them originally, because I did them all by hand. We'll get this one on, we'll drive up. I'll have to get a ride out to get the telehandler again. I think I saw something for sale at the store cheap though that I want. Actually, I know what we can do. If I get this to the road, I can have a worker drive this back. So let me extend that out a little bit, come in a little bit, open it, there we go. All set. Yeah, I didn't want the worker driving into the yard. Who knows what they would have done. Let's see. I want to stack them by that window. Let me keep it right here, I think. Alright, it's 12:05. We're going to go into town, go to Mama Joe's for lunch. Let's take the F350. So ran into one of the guys from the implement dealer. Actually, we parked over here, didn't we? And he said they had something come in that we might be interested in, so let's head over there. See what it is that they got. Sure we're over far enough that the traffic will continue to go by. Let's see. Used equipment. Yeah, there we go. The big Master Western horse trailer. It'll carry 2 horses. We do not need this, but this is the one that Farmer Cop was talking about when he called the other trailer that we did buy the most useless thing, because it cost much more than this, did the same job. But if you like the look, which we do, but since we do run a horse stable, $6,000, I mean, come on. That's nothing. It'll look good and we can use it to move horses around. All right. Go grab it. Should be right out back. We'll head back out to the farm and get to work. We got to bale straw. That's probably the big thing. And then maybe we can mulch fields or do something to help prep fields. There we go. Let's see what kind of controls we have for it. I imagine this is unfold. Yep. I don't know if there's anything else it'll do. We won't worry about it. All right, let's get it back out to the farm then. Park it with our other trailers. So yeah, it's August now. We want to put canola in the former alfalfa field, and then we also want to maybe mulch the oat field and the wheat field, get them ready for the next crop that's going to go in. I'm thinking the way we've been doing our rotation, we've been doing kind of like wheat, corn, and then soybeans, and then repeat. So that means those 2 fields would be corn for next year. That's not as much corn as we have been getting, but we're going to get a boatload of corn off this next harvest, because both the horseshoe-shaped field and the field that's right out back of the horse stable are both corn. So that's going to be quite a bit of corn. And I don't know if we want to start doing alfalfa in some other field or not. I'm not sure. But what had been corn will go into soybeans, what had been wheat will go into corn, and what had been soybeans will be probably oats, because I don't know if I can get wheat in, or spring wheat. Or could I get winter wheat in? I'm not sure. I have to take a look at the crop calendar. Crop calendar doesn't match up quite right with Missouri, but it's pretty close. I was reading how they would replace winter wheat with perhaps canola. as an option in your crop rotations, but drop that off right there. Actually, would have been better off. I'm gonna park here. I was gonna say would have been better off parking back where I dropped the trailer off, because I got the International tractor right here by the baler, and that's what we're gonna do next. Is we'll start on baling that wheat straw. It's like the first one might come out as hay. Worst things could happen, I guess. Fire this up, drop it down, we'll run around the outside. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here in Alma, Missouri at the Missouri farm. I know your time is valuable to you. Appreciate you chose to spend a little of it here with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. See you next time.